An electronic version will be up on the website in the secure area. We're also looking to create a database of all members throughout the district, which will be accessed by your personal email and your personal password, so that you can actually get in there and change the details yourselves. And then we're working on that. Mark Ives happens to be away on holiday at the moment. We'll be back in about 10 days, and after that we'll be getting together and actually pushing it a little bit further. Now, the directory has been divided into two sections. The first section provides current information for members, basically to communicate easily and locate other office bearers throughout the district. That's how it's been distributed. Now, the second section, which is taking me a little bit longer to get organised because of time factors, will be what I would call probably a static part of the directory. And that really is things like standing procedures, 3-year strategic plan, etc., etc. But they will also go up onto the secure area of the website. So you will have access through there, and limited copies of the second edition will be given to clubs. Well, I don't think every member needs it, but the club certainly needs it as a reference document. Now, we realise also with the new format that we've done on the directory, there could be some errors and omissions in it. Please let us know so we can correct it and put it up onto the website. And we do apologise for that, but to bear in mind it was quite a radical change from previous years. Okay, I really want to turn my attention to the four-way test now, as one should. But I'd like to tell you really a tale against myself. But before I do that, I have a rhetorical question to ask you. And I don't expect any answers, but I just want you to think about that for 2 or 3 seconds. How well do you remember the first time that you came into contact with or heard about Rotary? Okay? Just think about that. Because on recollection, I can remember when I was 16 at the grammar school in Barry in South Wales, would you believe? I entered an essay competition in English, I might add, it was in English, and put on by the local Rotary Club. Now, the title of the essay was My Village, or something similar to that. Well, to my surprise, I came second and won an £8 voucher at the local bookstore. Now, the following Saturday, armed with this voucher, I fronted the local W.H. Smiths and proceeded to browse. Now, prominent at the front of the bookstore was the latest release of a book by Grace Battalius called Peyton Place. Don't tell me you've heard of it. Well, of course, I mean, a 16-year-old boy, I couldn't resist this. So I exchanged my voucher for the book. Now, some of you may realise that this was a rather controversial novel at the time, with a smattering of sort of lucid personal details in it. But anyway, I didn't think any more of the purchase until suddenly, 2 weeks later, the headmaster stopped me in the corridor and demanded to know what book I'd purchased. Ask yourself, what would you do as a 16-year-old? I was cornered. How could I tell him that I'd purchased a spicy novel about a New Hampshire village? Well, the previous Christmas, I received from my parents a copy of the complete works of Shakespeare, about the same price. So thinking quickly on my feet, I said, "The complete works of Shakespeare, sir." The headmaster smiled and said, "Well done, Mason, well done." Praise, wasn't that good? But it wasn't until some 20 years later, when I was asked to join Rotary, did I discover the four-way test. Was it the truth? I don't think so. I think I'd failed that one. Is it fair to all concerned? Probably wasn't really fair, but only I knew that at the time anyway. Now, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Well, I think it probably did, because years later on, and returning to my hometown of Barry, I did go to the local Rotary Club, and there was the headmaster, all smiles. Now, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Well, the headmaster was happy, and I was happy about the book anyway, so that maybe it was okay anyway. Now, for the last 33 years since joining Rotary, I've been ever grateful that I'm a member of this great organisation, and to the fact that it was Rotary that allowed me to buy my first spicy novel.
$10 to anyone wants to borrow it for the foundation. No, it wasn't a paperback then, it was a hard copy. Black and white. But anyway, there we are. So I think maybe we have choices in life, don't we? I really want, and Michael, thank you for mentioning the district conference next year. I do really want to mention that and plug for it, because it is going to be a conference with a difference. And it will be held at Twin Waters from the 22nd to the 24th of March. Now, as you all know, the resort is family friendly. And for those who have children or grandchildren want to take them up, there is babysitting facilities available. Now, on the Friday night, we're going to have a theme night in the Eucalypt Clearing, where the Gubbi tribe will perform a fire dance and light a bonfire. And we're hoping not going to burn down the resort at the same time, because I'm pretty sure it won't be. Saturday night, we do have a guest speaker in Father Charlie Burrows. Now, if you don't know who Father Charlie Burrows is, he actually works in the southern part of Java. He's a Catholic priest, and he works in there with the Muslims, and he has built a multi-million-dollar business, when I say multi-million-dollar business, in providing infrastructure for the local villages. And he will talk to us on Saturday night. But also we have the Army Military Band to perform there for a Saturday night, which will be excellent. And some other speakers we're engaging. Miriam Silver, she was got to a very high top place in Elders, and she will be coming up. Looks like we've secured Dr. Helen Zoki, who is the Anti-Discrimination Commissioner Anti-Discrimination Commissioner. And also we're looking to have a video link, which I'm working on at the moment, with General Secretary John Huco, so he can let us know what's going on. Now, registrations will open in October, and you will be getting a visit from one of the committee members to promote it, and hopefully you'll sign up soon. And those that actually do go sign up before Christmas will go into a draw to win free accommodation. And Twin Waters have also given us $10 discount if we actually book and pay for accommodation before the 21st.